Hello, welcome to ROBOTIS. Today I'll be showing you how to make your ROBOTIS Mini dance using RoboPlus Motion. First, let's go ahead and connect our RoboTis Mini, sorry. I'm turning on the Mini. All the LEDs on the servos should light up. And the Mini's blue light, which is coming from the BT210 unit on the default Mini, is blinking, meaning it's searching for something to connect to. So Bluetooth, settings here, turn on the Bluetooth, and then add a Bluetooth device. Now, however you get to these settings on your OS or laptop, you should see a ROBOTIS BT210 pop up. You want to connect to that knowing that you've only turned on one Mini, to know that you're connecting to this Mini and not, say, another Mini. And for the pin, you want to enter 0000. Alright, it's connected, and let's go ahead and open RoboPlus Motion. If you don't have RoboPlus Motion, I'll show you briefly here. Go to the ROBOTIS website, and at the top, go to Software, and RoboPlus 2.0, and you should see RoboPlus Motion 2.0 down here. Download your software for whatever OS you have. I have it downloaded already, so I'll get started here. This is the first page that you see in RoboPlus Motion. Let's go ahead and connect to it in RoboPlus Motion. I'm connecting to a Bluetooth serial port. Click the connect button. It's trying to connect here. It'll take a little bit of time, so don't worry if it doesn't happen instantaneously. And there we go. Now, to make a dance file, I'm going to go ahead and go to ROBOTIS Mini and select ROBOTIS Mini. You can add a servo in the head to make it turn its head when it's dancing, but the default kit comes with a dummy servo. So we'll go ahead and select that. I'm going to select the English version. And here we go. So next, to make a dance unit, which is one motion, we'll go ahead and click this little bar here, and it drops down the motion unit list, and we'll make our own motion using this plus sign. Enter the name. I'll go ahead and name it Dance Motion Unit 1. Enter, select, and here we go. Now, to enter poses in your unit, or rather, first you want to make a pose with your Mini that you kind of envision. I'll, this time, maybe in the virtual robot, move the arm up, move it up over here, and call that a pose. To add the pose to your timeline, which is this bar here, select what time you want to make the pose, and click this addition sign next to the movie clip. And now that I move my cursor away from that section of the timeline, you see this blue bar here. That's called a keyframe. So basically, each dancing unit, motion unit, is comprised of different keyframes that the robot will be translating to. So we see the first pose is here, and we'll make a second pose at 1 second. This time I'll make a pose with the robot and send that to the virtual unit. So select all, turn off torque, which is this grayed out light bulb, and I can freely move the robot into any which way I want. I'll make a little simple pose like that. Turn on torque to hold the motion, or the pose, and then send it to the 3D robot. Bam. Now that it has the pose I want, I'll click this addition sign again to make a new keyframe. And if we scroll through the timeline, we can see it motioning to each keyframe. And that's the basis of how the RoboPlus Motion works. It's using this timeline and motioning or making poses with your ROBOTIS Mini on each part of the timeline, and the software itself will just animate it through that timeline. It's very similar to an animation studio. So now that we have our little dance routine, we can test it by clicking sync mode down here, and we see now the physical robot is now imitating the virtual robot. And if we hit play to see the robot move, we can see that both the virtual robot and the real robot are dancing. I'll unsync this. And that's how you make a motion unit. Now, if you want to do a series of complex motions, where maybe some motions are done over and over again, maybe you're doing that for a song, you can go ahead and go to this button right here, this movie reel, and that opens up the motion group. Go down to the this little bar over here. It'll drop down the motion list and make your motion group. I've already made one called Dance Motion Group 1. In order to add a motion unit, click this plus sign in the corner again, and you'll see Insert Motion Unit, and we'll insert the motion unit we've just created. Now here we can do, say, make the motion unit play more than once, or faster than its original playing speed. So I'll loop it 2 times for now. And then add a different motion. I'll do a get up motion here, add that there. And now you see our motion group is comprised of 2 dance motion unit 1, and then followed by a get up motion. Let's go ahead and sync this to our robot and play. But one final thing is to download this motion group into your Mini. So go ahead and click the download looking icon, and you're greeted with this page. And let's go ahead and make a new motion group. Motion group Dance Motion Download 1. And add the motion units or motion groups you want to add. Here I'll add Dance Motion Group 1, and maybe sit up and right hook. And these indexes will be important later if you want to program your ROBOTIS Mini to do certain tasks in RPlus Task. Let's select that. Let's download the motion group, and we're done. Now that we've made and downloaded our motion group into the ROBOTIS Mini, we can go ahead and look to execute the motion dance. Now, as it stands right now, there's no way for the Mini to actually execute the dance. In order to do that, we must use RPlus Task 2.0 or the ROBOTIS Mini app. The app can be found in the Play Store or App Store. If you want more information about any of our products, please go to robotis.com or robotis.us for the North American and South American region. If you've liked our videos, please go ahead and check out our other videos. Thank you.